Chapter 10. Your new operating system. Living as the detached observer.
We've covered a lot of ground. You've learned the techniques. You've learned the practices. You've learned how to pause, how to respond, how to detach from outcomes and toxic people. Now we're going to go deeper, to the foundation, to the core shift that makes everything else possible. You need to shift your identity from someone who experiences emotions to someone who observes them. This is the final level of mastery, and it changes everything. Right now, when you feel anger, you probably think, I am angry. When you feel anxious, you think, I am anxious. When you feel depressed, you think, I am depressed. You're identifying with the emotion. You're becoming it. But here's the truth. You are not your emotions. You never were. You are the consciousness that experiences emotions. You are the awareness that watches thoughts and feelings arise and pass away. You are the space in which all of this happens. That's the shift. Think about it like this. When a storm passes through the sky doesn't become the storm. The sky remains the sky. The storm is temporary. It moves through. The sky is constant. You are the sky. Your emotions are the weather. There's anger passing through. There's anxiety moving in. There's excitement arising. But you, the core you, remain untouched. This observer perspective is the ultimate form of detachment, and it's where true freedom lives. When you operate from this perspective, emotions lose their power over you, not because you're suppressing them, not because you're ignoring them, but because you've stopped identifying with them. You can feel intense anger and simultaneously observe yourself feeling it. There's you, the consciousness, and there's the anger. Two separate things. The anger doesn't define you. It's just something happening in your experience right now. That's the key. Separation between the observer and the observed. Let me give you a mantra that will change your life if you use it. I am not my thoughts. I am not my emotions. I am the awareness behind them. Repeat this when you're triggered, when you're overwhelmed, when you're about to react. Say it silently to yourself. I am not my thoughts. I am not my emotions. I am the awareness behind them. Watch what happens. Instantly, there's space, distance, perspective. The emotion is still there. The thought is still there. But you've stopped being consumed by it. You've remembered who you actually are, the awareness, not the content of awareness. This is not abstract philosophy. This is practical psychology. This single mindset shift gives you control over the one thing that matters most, your response. Because when you're identified with the emotion, when you think you are the anger, you have to act on it. It's who you are. You have no choice. But when you're the observer, when you recognize that anger is just something passing through, you have complete freedom. You can let it pass. You can investigate it. You can choose how to respond. Or you can choose not to respond at all. You're no longer the storm. You're the sky the storm passes through. And storms always pass. Always. No emotion lasts forever if you don't feed it with rumination or reaction. Emotions are temporary weather patterns. They come, they go, they change. But you, the awareness, remain constant. Here's how to practice this in real time. The next time you feel something intense, instead of saying, I am angry, say, I notice anger arising. Instead of, I am anxious, say, I notice anxiety present. Do you feel the difference? One makes you the emotion, the other makes you the observer of the emotion. I notice fear, I notice frustration, I notice sadness. You're creating that crucial gap, that separation, that space where freedom lives. And in that space, you have choice, always. Now let me tell you something radical. Live as if you're already free, because the moment you master emotional detachment, you are. Most people have this backwards. They think, once my circumstances change, once I achieve my goals, once people treat me better, then I'll be at peace. Then I'll be happy. Then I'll be free. That's a trap. That's waiting for permission from the world. Emotional detachment flips the script. You choose peace now. You choose clarity now. You choose freedom now. Regardless of conditions, regardless of chaos, regardless of what's happening around you. You don't need their permission. You don't need perfect circumstances. You don't need everything to work out. You choose your internal state independent of external conditions. That's power. That's freedom. That's the ultimate form of control. Not controlling the world, but controlling your relationship to the world. And here's the paradox. When you stop needing the world to be different, that's when it changes. When you're desperate for things to change, you reek of neediness. You make poor decisions. You accept terrible situations. You compromise yourself. And things stay stuck. But when you're already at peace, when you're already free internally, you operate differently. You make clear decisions. You set firm boundaries. You take strategic action. You become a force. And forces aren't stopped by feelings. Forces move through obstacles. Forces create change. Think about every powerful person you've ever encountered. What did they have in common? They didn't seem to need anything from you. They weren't desperate, they weren't needy. They were already complete. That's because they'd achieved internal freedom. They'd stopped waiting for external validation, external success, external peace. They'd claimed it internally first, and then the external followed. You can do this too, starting right now. You don't have to wait until you've achieved your goals. You don't have to wait until you've mastered everything in this book. You don't have to wait until your circumstances improve. Right now, in this moment, you can choose to operate as the observer. You can choose to see yourself as the awareness behind your thoughts and emotions. You can choose freedom. It's just a choice, a shift in perspective, a decision about who you are. Are you the person being tossed around by emotions, or are you the consciousness observing emotions pass through? You have a choice, always. Here's your new operating system, your new way of being. Morning. Before you do anything, sit for 5 minutes and connect with yourself as the observer. I am the awareness. Thoughts and feelings will arise today. I will observe them. I will not be controlled by them. Throughout the day, when emotions arise, label them from the observer perspective. I notice anger, I notice fear, I notice excitement. Create that separation. Maintain that awareness. When triggered, use the mantra. I am not my thoughts, I am not my emotions. I am the awareness behind them. Let it create space. Let it remind you who you actually are. Evening, reflect on moments when you successfully observed rather than identified. Celebrate those wins. They're building your new identity. This is not a technique you use occasionally. This becomes who you are. You're no longer someone who tries to be emotionally detached. You're someone who fundamentally operates from the observer perspective. It's your default mode, your new normal, your upgraded operating system. And from that place, everything changes. Your relationships improve because you're not reactive. Your work improves because you're not derailed by emotions. Your decisions improve because they're based on clarity, not chaos. You become unshakable, not because nothing bothers you, but because you've stopped identifying with what bothers you. You've stopped being the emotion and started being the awareness. The emotion can be intense. Let it be intense. You're the sky. The storm can rage. It doesn't change what you are. This is the ultimate freedom. This is what all the practices have been building toward. This is the destination. And it's available to you right now, not someday, right now. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your circumstances. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not your successes. You are the awareness behind all of it, the consciousness observing all of it, the sky through which all weather passes. And that cannot be touched. That cannot be controlled. That cannot be taken away. That's who you are. That's who you've always been. You just forgot for a while. Everything in this book has been about helping you remember. You've remembered now. You know who you are. You know where your power lives. Now go live from that place. Not perfectly, not without mistakes, but consistently, intentionally, as the observer, as the awareness, as someone who is fundamentally free regardless of what emotions arise, what thoughts appear, what circumstances emerge.
You are the sky. Everything else is just weather. And the weather always passes.